Oh, okay. Muted my headphones. My bad. Yeah. Sorry for the mini delay. I had to grab my headphones. I forgot they weren't in my basement anymore. And right, we're not getting Levelhead audio because it's connected to what? On uh settings audio. Huh. Uh, yeah, it should be okay. All right, cool. Welcome, Dixano. Welcome back, Chris. Oh wait, is this there we go? Meaning the audio's working, or let me listen to this here on my phone real quick. Nope. Hold on. Still no game audio, right? Yeah, give me a minute. It's strange. That's the video part of it. It worked fine last time. None of the settings change, and OBS chooses to make it not work. We love it. Is it a YouTube issue? Yeah. I guess you can still hear me, so that's good enough. Plus, there's no like custom music for it, so we can live with that. I don't know. I might randomly think of what the solution is. All right, let's get this show on the road in a very belated manner. I have to get YouTube open for it. There we go. Okay. So, for those of you who have not seen the level, let me move my mic a bit. That way I can actually speak into it better. So, for the new fellows around here, I started making this level back in what was it? Yeah, the fifth anniversary of fourth anniversary of Levelhead, which was last April. Thank you. And creative block, yippee. And now I'm kind of back here to hopefully finish it in honor of the relaunch and put out at least one good level for all the new people to see, and then like not upload again until 2028. So to give you all a good look of what this level is exactly, uh, you're forced to go in here, get zipper power up, and now, right, gotta remember the keybinds for a second. So naturally, there's not going to be any like 3D effect to it, but you're dodging side to side, and then indicators for, oh, you should jump now, or in a minute you'll see there's crouching as well. Yep. And then more miscellaneous dodging, jumping. I've kind of memorized this, unfortunately, so I won't know exactly when too hard is too hard. Oh, I forgot. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Was that one crouch or? Hold on. I say that right after I say I have the level memorized. That's rich. Oh, there we go. What's it? I just paired a new mouse with my PC as well, so it's probably not huge on that. Yeah, so the way that the whole machine works is that you have left, center, right, and X for extra. And what you do with that is there's boxes that slide down the trail, and it makes it a bit more intuitive to know exactly what's going to happen. Because instead of having like a bunch of like whole like switches, that would be a lot more compact. this lets me understand it more easily at a glance. So yeah, 0, 1, and 2 correspond to shooting out of these three. I know box on conveyor, it just works. It's like it's kind of the caveman strat, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Um, and then you can see there's a combo of 1 and 2 here at the same time, which means that both the middle and right blasters would activate. And then while I could have the little fire shooters right here, I moved them out of like the main camera range for one, a little bit less visual noise because the level's kind of already noisy as is, but also physical noise because I know I can't really show you right now because OBS isn't cooperating, but these guys are annoying over long periods of time. And then from there you can see little like waves, and you can kind of like interpret what's happening. And then I have for the extra bottom row, which is basically just the jumping and the crouching. I have 3 and 4 both being used for, I believe, jump, because I have 3 as the warning and then 4 for the actual like kill command that would activate all of these blasters here that would kill you if you're standing on this row or lower. And the reason why I have a warning here is because even though like if you're standing and having the regular shots from on top, you can see, oh, this is coming down, and you have enough time to mentally react and move out of the way. Whereas if it wasn't for these little warning signs that activate with channel 3, then it would just kill you and you'd have to memorize it, and that's just not good gameplay. And then additionally, 7 and 8 correspond to crouch warning and crouch kill shot. And the reason why this 7 here has a longer warning period compared to 8 is because whereas jumping, you like jump frame 1 once you hit, I guess, like what, space. Crouching, you have to hold S for a little bit of time in order to actually fall through these platforms. So let's test and the level split up into 2 halves. This first half that I was playing before is mandatory, and it goes all the way up to this line here. And then the second half is more difficult with a bigger reward, and that's going to be like faster and have more hazards to it, and that will give you a ton of gems at the end. 1 second. Anyway, yet I borrowed a tabletop fan and didn't give notice to the person who actually owned that fan. Back to level creation. Right, I wanted to show off the first mandatory segment. So again, that's where you show the little jump that you need, then the side movement and the crouch. Again, the second I press space, I jump. Whereas, yeah, I have to hold down S to fall through, which I know all the people who have been like part of the stream marathon playing for a while know. Oh, yeah, it's knowledge. But like for new people, kind of have to tell them that. And then yeah, what I added last time when I was streaming this is I added the little like indicators on the side, those like orange and purple block. Wait, dang it! I just noticed cheese with them going with those blocks going away. See, this is why we stream. What's it? Since those blocks go away, a very resourceful player would probably just enter where those blocks are. And I did not think of that. So, let's think of a solution. Uh, first thought is we have an invisible, like, player detector, which is known as an eye switch over here. And we have it so that if the player enters these boundaries, they either, like, just, like, get soft locked or get killed, something like that. That's my initial reaction, because I like having these for decoration's sake. But yeah, I guess like as I'm playing this, I realize, oh, that's cheese because hold on, I guess I probably showcased exactly what I mean here. Just could get like, because I know like if like Vermilla Six is here or something, like whoop, I could get in there and then like take more shoes. I feel like that's doable. Yeah, if I okay, it's gotta stay on the bottom area. Yeah, you could easily get in there. So yeah, before like Ben Excel or Intuition says, haha, funny route. No. So now I gotta figure out the best way to make that not feasible. Because look, now you can hang out in here, you can leave, and you basically it lets you not play the level. And that's bad level design. Uh so instead, we gotta edit this. On. Yeah, I don't know why my mouse like takes like automatically shuts off like that. It's kind of annoying. Uh so idea number one. We set up a new Switch channel for You Shouldn't Be There. We'll set it to 12. And then we give it so we place it here. Actually, wait. So the player is going to be able to enter this area. Okay. So what we do is we'll put it here and disguise it so that it looks like the regular metal around it. And then from there, we give it a range. Make it a rectangle. That way it's not like extending over here. Because when you beat the level, you can go over here, and then I don't want you triggering it when you did nothing wrong. Free my boy. So, we change the detection shape to rectangle, which lets us instead say it'll only go down this far. It won't go to the right at all, and it'll extend all the way up to here. Right? It should be going down one tile, right? Good. So now if I were to zoom in on it, you see that any single time where the player enters this whole boundary, now we'd have to make a punishment for that. And then we'll mirror that for the right side. So, initial thought is invisible fire that then activates once you enter there, but that would require a ton of paths and probably make this, I don't know, annoying to create. So, second thought, yeah, Rising Lava. There is no lava system in this game, unfortunately, Dixano. I know that's the thing in like Mario Maker, for example. Sorry, I'm kind of responding to this late. Uh, so yeah, I couldn't really have. There's no lava in this game. I don't know. Add that in Levelhead 2 though. But instead, what we can do is we have fire. Fire's nice. Hmm. I want something that'd be an immediate, I guess, like kill. But okay. Uh, fire shooter spam. Dang it. That's the solution. Okay. So we uh get rid of all this ground here. Or it's not ground, metal, whatever. And then we have it so that if wrong way. I guess you could just click that and type in if 12 is active, right? Then it will shoot with like very small cooldown, and you'll have it shoot fire. And then we want to aim this guy downward because again, the player will only be beneath it reasonably when it's cheesing. So let me copy it, paste it. And So now we have, I guess, once we're downwards, we want to make some that shoot to the left. Copy you, copy you, copy you. Put you there, even though you're not going to do anything. Redundancy. And then we'll place one here, aim it upward, copy, paste, paste. And then, to make the player unaware of this devious scheme, we disguise all of this to look like the regular metal. That way it looks the same, but it acts different. So if I were to move over and test the level from this point, it looks the same, but now it's deadly. And then, oh, hold on, I have to hit E. So with that system in mind, we can copy this guy and we'll just make it be 22 because it's like 12, but well, 10. I don't know, working in like a mix of base 10 and base 1 just to kind of more easily tell what's happening with what. And then you mean make the range left 0 and the range right 3. And then up and down should be the same. And now, we delete all of this. And we copy, oh. I guess I'd have to make new ones that face rightward, but that's fine. Want that guy going downward, and then copy the upwards dudes, and there, on. Copy you, go over here, rotate you twice. That's once. Then make more, and from there, that should dissuade the player from. Okay, so the numbers on the block, so they tell you what switch they're interacting with. And then you can tell if it's on the left corner, it's receiving from that switch. And then if it's on the right corner, they're like outputting that switch. Also, I need to make, so yeah. So I want these guys to activate on 22. Except right now they're set to 12 and 13. So what I'd want to do is I would instead put in 22. Then copy and yep. So what's really cool about Levelhead is that I know, like in example Mario Maker, you can only really have like one, which is like the on-off switches, whereas this, it goes anywhere from 0 to 999. So players have made really cool, like complex like calculators, music machines. Someone made Bad Apple. There's a bunch of like nonograms. A lot of like really like kind of like rudimentary games can be created in a platformer, which is really cool and kind of shows like the engineering prowess of this little community. And then I gotta copy that, place two more, copy that, delete, place. Oh yeah, I forgot about Lex's Rubik's Cube. Thank you for reminding me of that. That's actually a good one that I did not notice. Thank you, Dada. Alright, copy that. So now, if you're in this little left area, you are very violently told that you shouldn't be there. So now, if we were to test it out, stay on the bottom rank for now. Go left, go right. Yep. I still smell a little bit of cheese there, though. And I think it's because like if you show up in this like top 2 area, then you might have time to zipper out again. Actually, there's a good amount of cooldown. I don't know if how would you be able to zip back in. Let me do some quick testing with that. Uh, E, jump in. And then yeah, again with the whole numbers on the blocks, they don't show up while you're playing the level itself. Yeah, okay, yeah. I don't think you're surviving that, which is a good thing. Uh, which means, and then I'll just test it on the right side as well, for the sake of knowing that I did it right. So we'll just stay on the rolling zone, and then. Oh, I forgot to make that little camera dude invisible. So let me, or not invisible, but like concealed, alongside all the other hazards as well. Actually, I can see Guitar Hero with that. I mean, the problem is that what's it? If I wanted to have like music involved as well, uh, I know Noob Junior here was around here in the chat earlier made a really awesome music machine just to recreate songs. But there's also like a mod for the Steam version that lets you like import MIDIs. But I think one little like limit kind of with Levelhead is I can't really show you that much. But with the music instruments, you have just bass, melody, and percussion. So it'd be kind of hard to fully replicate like multiple like instruments in a song. Some people have, and it gets like really precise with it, but I know I'm not at that skill level to do so. That's kind of a tech tree that I have not touched. So now that we've hopefully removed some cheese here, should be able to. I know it should be pinned in like Levelhead Workshop or something in the Discord server. So I'd suggest looking there first. It sounds like something that would be in there. But anyway, I'm gonna now full clear the main segment. Oh my gosh, I'm already in Guitar Hero terms. I'm gonna get through the whole mandatory segment first. That way I can work on the finale, more difficult part. I don't. Wait, I know why that little top blaster's activating. Shoot, is that because of... Wait, okay. That gets activated from 9. Oh, okay. I understand. So, alright, that's a really easy fix to that. And it is simply give these dudes a longer cooldown. Because what's happening is the boxes are staying on here for too long. Because like the thing's moving pretty slowly. So it makes them trigger the cannons to shoot multiple times. Let's make it really safe and just go for 2 seconds. And you know, I'll just put it on what's it? Like invincibility mode, so that way I know for a fact. And I can just sit here for a minute. Cause yeah, what's cool with like the testing mode, and you can like test invincibly, and then title card, and then you know like without having to like play the level every time. Implement text boxes. Unfortunately, not text, but you still can replicate text, as in like you see the whole subway surfers text down there using the game's path system. Ah, it still fires twice. Okay. I don't know why though. Because yeah, again, that's 8 being activated. Hmm. Yeah, there's only like 1 8. Uh, yeah, you're getting the 4-second treatment, which is like the maximum amount of time, right? Yeah, what's cool with the pass system though is that you still have like precision for each individual tile. So, and like you can have like different like I guess like speeds as well, which is cool, and like the how the path itself looks, like snow, bones, all that. Also, yeah, I know these ones look like nothing's changing, but that's because like they're kind of like the thinner ones. They kind of get like hidden by the main purple thing that shows you how the path moves. Oh, let me what's it? Delete the path itself. Uh, anyway, now let's see if we just crank it up to the max. It should cooperate. I don't know even why I'm trying to. Yeah. So also, I guess we could do some testing here with the. Yeah, exactly. Your cooldown is so long that like even if you made it in there, by the time that like the fire would reach you, yeah. Wait. If the boxes reactivate with you in there, then they do shield you. So there's a solution to that. What we do is that the boxes can't. We can. Okay. Oh, so yeah, what's also cool with the whole switch channel system is that you can like it's kind of like built for scaling too. So like I naturally did not expect this when I first made it, so that these blocks turn on and off for you being like inside this area. So what I can do is, if I zoom out, I can kind of show you the system that I have for it a bit better. Uh, wait. All right, you're gonna okay. All right, all right. Thanks for I guess sticking around. What I can do is have it so that if 22 is active, it like cuts off these guys from being refilled, and then the fire has to keep shooting, and you don't have any protection from the light block. So how do we integrate that? We hmm brain went empty for a second. My bad. Okay. 20. So what's interacting with 13? Uh, 3, 4. Okay. So 13 needs all of them to be inactive. So what we do is, hold on. 19 isn't being used for anything. That's interesting. So honestly, I can probably just. Well, actually, no. I'll repurpose it now. Which yeah, I can tell that 19 is not being used because like it's grayed out. Whereas if I were to hover over to like 26, 22, which I'm using, it's white because there's a little guy that's interacting with 22. So that's a really good way to kind of like scan your level for something without actually having to like individually check every tile kind of thing and zoom out and scroll around and pray that you find it. So now we're going to have it so that 22. So if 22 is active, then it will. Oh, it will keep. Okay. If 22 is active, it will keep these blocks open. And then we can copy that and say that if 12 is active, then it will keep these blocks open. And then we mirror that for the bottom stuff as well. In a different shape than that. Whoa. And then we have, right, it's 22 sends to. Actually, wait, I think that solves the problem for both. No, oh no, we need it for 12. Right. 12 sends to 13, and 12 sends to 18. All right, hold on. Yo, what's up, Ryan Shorts? Haven't seen you in a little bit. How you been? What's it? This is Levelhead. It's kind of similar to like Mario Maker, where you can create levels to like jump around and stomp enemies in. But basically, with this level, I'm trying to recreate Subway servers. Although it's still kind of being a bit of a work in progress, naturally. Busy posting. All right, that's good. So what's I still have to keep editing that though. And we want 12 to send to uh so I don't know. How do I make the B match it though? I just noticed that the two R's aren't consistent actually. That's funny. Thanks, Ryan. Alright. I guess I should change the R to match. I mean, what do you suggest for the B, noob? I know I had to make the W different. That way it stays symmetrical. Because, like, normally I'd make the W, like, one less thin and slide everything over. But then the whole thing becomes asymmetrical. And then I think that's the worse evil in that situation. I guess I could, do that? That kind of works. That's a bit more consistent. Hmm. Top half letter being smaller. Okay, okay. The B is very top heavy. No, that looks bad. That's a lightning bolt. You constantly make the chat tab. Oh, well, there's only like 3 seconds of latency between like stream, so I'm seeing your stuff pretty quickly. I would like to, but I haven't set up like Streamlabs to do that. That's a change I'm going to make in the future, but I don't have that like functional currently, unfortunately. I see the chat on my end, but yeah, I can't integrate it into the stream, Ryan. Yep, sorry. But that's something that I've been wanting to have for a while. So it'll be a change this year. Don't quote me on that. I'm horrible at keeping to these kind of promises. Alright. Alright. Still in the path mode. Right. And then it's fan art stream soon. Well, it won't be for like a week and a half minimum because I have like a lot of school for the next week or so. But I'm gonna do some kind of art stream once I'm back into a regular pace. Alright, so 12 is sent to 18, and then 12 has to send to 13. And then 22 cents to 18, and 20 cents to 13. Okay, I could try that. I don't know, my Fridays are honestly kind of busy, because I typically have my youth group, and which typically implies worship practice as well. Let me do that in a, what's it, testing mode instead. Wait. Ah. Gotta start the test over here. That way I actually have the power up. So my 7:30 probably isn't the same as your 7:30. Huh. That isn't working the way it should. Oh wait, this one is. Bottom half isn't. So I need to find out what the discrepancy is. Okay, so they're both set to all inactive, so that's a good start. And then we need, So what's the difference between 13 and 18 here? 12. Oh, we have, nah, I don't do Roblox. Wait. Oh, okay. I need to have that be 22. Alright, next step is we just keep testing it. This time it should work, definitely. Let's gotta wait around for a minute and touch all the fire, because that's how video games work. Naturally. And then we go in here. The blocks don't turn off till you get out. And if you go up here, blocks don't turn off. And then we check the other corner. My dog isn't cooperating. There we go. Because I left my door open. Hold on. Be right back. Mouse. Where's the mouse? Alright. Judah. There we go. Wait. That's new. No? Hold on. Why is the mouth thing open still? Wait. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Don't know why it wasn't earlier. I still have it. I mean, I have it submitted into that community post as well. I don't know if you saw it. So yeah, you should be able to access it and download it onto your phone or whatever. I don't know. It uses squares and it's 2D. I don't know. For a while, you could make more stuff in this game than you could in Geometry Dash. Community posts? Yeah. If you go to, like, the main part of my channel, and you see, like, posts, or, like, community, one of the two, you should see, like, little, like, messages that I'll put out of, like, pictures of something, and, like, upcoming streams, announcements, that sort of thing. So, now that that is functional, thankfully I already have like a second state for the level where I can just do it and not have to test the whole main part. Now I can show the harder version, which I know oh, hold on. Wait, let me put the player over here. Now, new content. Ooh. This is the extra difficult stuff. This is where stuff gets intense. Gotta jump there. Oh wait, oh that's I forgot about how I set that up. That's actually really cool. Yep. All right, hold on. Yeah, it's kind of funny that you hit it. I know, noob. Tell me, give me the thoughts. See, this is where like if you were making the level, like really good music would kick in. And switch to the left, right. I think we need a bigger window to do that. It's kind of hard to do that. Zip into the hard lights. So first of all, the hard lights stay open, and then because of how long like base zipper cooldown is, all these fire blasters activate and make sure that once you go in there, the only way you're getting out is by dying. All right, so what's it? That was during what? This? Oh yeah. Oh, this is there's a very small window to switch from center to left. So why don't I just delete that, and then that should make it. It's not like making it more easy, but it's making it more fair. All right. Especially because the paths are moving pretty fast during that point too. So like the window to do that is shockingly small. Also, yes, that initial crouch is kind of blind, but since it's like this the first thing, then I can kind of get away with it. Unless you're playing on speedrunner mode, XD. And then go, 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 down, up, down, switch. Okay, okay. I like this. I forgot I have to jump there. There's also like a funny ending where like I have like a bunch of rifts where the hard lights are and just put you in like a timeout box with a checkpoint and just make it a soft lock and say no. That would be the funnier ending, but the problem is that then they have to have all like those rifts behind the hard lights, which then has a bunch of paths. They need to get them there, and it's a bit more like visually noisy. Oh, I'm dumb. Jump. I forgot to go down again. I'm moving my keyboard onto my lap. This is where I really lock in. Holding this thing that gets a fight stick. Eh. Your phone died? Oh, it's all good. And then down. And then, there we go. And then, man, that's a really quick jump. There's a lot going on in that segment. Yep. I mean, there's a reason why there's 5 gems above it, bro. That's where, like, the 5-gem difficulty shows up. But that's also why we make that not mandatory. But the fact that you have to, like, see it in order to grab the package makes the player think, like, oh, I should just try it out. And then they get, like, addicted and they get free playtime. And, like, they can quit at any time. But I'm literally hitting them with like the stupid like caving meat haunt. Make the rift. Oh, hmm. Into the concrete. Maybe. Well, I don't do it into the third column. I do it into the middle one. What's your shtick here, noob? I mean, originally, what's it? The rift was behind this recycler, so you couldn't really see it at all. But the issue with that is you can't see it, so when you finish, you kind of like, wait, where do I go? And then you randomly stumble into like, oh, that's not cool. Actually, what I could do is that it's behind it when you're playing the level, and then like when you're at like the save zone, then it peaks back up. I kind of like that idea. That does get rid of a little bit more visual noise. I kind of like that idea, noob. Thank you. All right, so oh, the rifts in the Harlight area. Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, I should also do this for the uh, I guess spawning one as well. And we'll have it set to what's our win condition one again? Is it oh, it should be on the rift anyway. 997. There we go. Wait, I'm not going all the way up to that. I'm going down to 997. Thank you. Uh and then from there, who's up next on the schedule? I'm forgetting. I should probably check the Araro or whatever it's called. Just so I know who to ask for more time. Duckbag is going for 3 hours. I don't think Duckbag would mind sending a bit more time over to me. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Duckbag is one of my favorite smaller creators, bro. Really good, like easy and beginner friendly stuff. All right. So when it's inactive, it goes up at 600. Don't heckle the new player with garbage or elite Kaizos. Yup. What's it? Let's make that invisible. That's crazy. Surprised you haven't said the same about me yet, Dada. Hold on, wait. I need to do that main play. So now, you show up here. Oh gosh. Ah, forgot that that moves the, oh right, I have to have it so that it, hi Ryan. Expected. What's it? I forgot to say that it stops and actually calms down for a minute. Alright, now it should stay calm. In the wrong position. Yippee. Alright, hold on. Right. Okay. That's a fix. That's a fix. Move that there. Move that here. Now, when we hit play, maybe Ryan. I don't know. Uh, I collab with people that have like the same kind of content as me, and so I feel like our differences might not get as good. Plus, it's like kind of hard to find a way to like facilitate that collab, as in like what like software and stuff. What? My zip didn't zap. This does not tell of the port. Alright, jump there. Yeah, I like having the hard lights on the side, just like be a big indication of jumping, because like just checking the airs is kind of hard to do. Ooh, I almost popped off with that. I have to jump and then jump again to get out of that hole. Alright, I can almost beat this. The original game plan was make this, like, randomized, but... Oh, hi, Verm. Long time no see. Hold on. Teleport to where the house they're up. Actually, I already thought of that, like, half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago, and I specifically called out you when I did. Yeah, I can show you, because I guess you wouldn't know. Here. Let me, restart the level. Right. Yeah, my mouse just keeps on falling asleep on me. I don't know why. Alright, see, if I were to go into cheese mode, basically instead, hold on. So the hard lights don't turn back on again to make sure you get hit by the fire, and there's just a bunch of invisible fire shooters here. But yeah, Dad, I can attest. If you just, like, scroll up and say, like, the Vermilix, he said something like, wait. Vermilix being called out, I love it. That was when I realized that you would probably go in there. We'll see, Ryan. We'll see. I have a lot on the YouTube plate right now, unfortunately. Wait, I jumped. Also, is this your first time seeing the level, Verm? Out of curiosity? I think I did, like, one sneak peek a while ago. Back when, like, the level first started production, April of 2024. Down. Wait, what's my game speed? Was that lag, or did it just feel slower? Is it just the power of locking in? Settings. I should turn on the frame rate display, actually. That's a good thing to have. Where is it exactly? VSync. Yeah, oh no. I don't know why I would be under controls, but I'm still checking controls for some reason. Interface. Thank you. Yeah, that's probably where it does belong. And then, oh, what else was I checking out there? Oh, right. Gameplay. Yeah, it's at 100. Alright. Yep, that's the title of the stream. Alright. Oh yeah, also, if you grab package, whenever you're not in here, the package just, like, falls through the floor. And there's a purge gate there to make sure that, package doesn't get, like, smuggled into there and then you get soft locked or just something stupid. Or, like, just, like, sit inside the package and stay immune to everything. That was something that I added, like, either, like, last stream or, like, off camera. Why does the game suddenly feel slower? That's so weird. Oh no, it's just slower at the start. It's going crazy. No, it was a user error. I forgot that I have it ramp up in speed. See, if I were to show, I guess Vermilix doesn't know this part. It's, of course, naturally throw blocks on conveyor belts. So right at the start, hold on, I'm in the pass setting. On. Tab X tab. What? Tab X. Oh, click tab. I was looking at my keyboard for that. What's it? So yeah, they start out at 350, but then once you get over here, it's 450. My phone link. There's no 0.5. But for, like, accessibility's sake, I know you can play anywhere from what's it? So the base game speed is 100%, and there's also 90 and 80% as well, which is, like, good for when you're first playing the game for the, like, first time. I know that's how I started out. Brain went in the wrong area. I gotta jump where there is. Oh my gosh! All right, I said I gotta jump. There we go. I made the level. Why am I forgetting, like, the pattern for it? Delete triples? No. This is the optional hard part for a reason. Okay. I gotta jump twice there, and then from there you're kind of in the clear, if I remember correctly. If it's not hard, it's not fun. Gotta make the play feel like they accomplish something. The duck has arrived. Is the duck streaming, or is the duck just in chat? Wait. Duck's already streaming. Nice caption for it. All right, all right. So in that case, I might play a little bit more of this on my own. If not, I'll probably just switch to doing some other projects. But thanks for tuning by, everyone. Uh, Here, let me copy the link to his stream. Uh, Copy text. I know you can't really uh easily go to it from YouTube chat, but yep. Have a great day, fellas. Dad, I want to throw the link for Duckbag streaming here. But yeah, thanks for inviting me, dude. This was really fun, and something that I needed just to work on this level more. And I say it was a productive hour. Again, I don't know what time your 7:30 is compared to my 7:30, Ryan, and I won't be able to stream for a while. Thanks, Dada. I don't know. It'll be done someday. I might work on it later today off camera because I don't want to like intercept someone else's stream. But have a great day, fellas. And Jesus loves you.